Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Charlton Story by Earl Charlton II and George Winus. This book I had to read for my MIS 101 class. Alright, so the story starts off talking about Earl Charlton and how he was born in 1863 in Chester, Connecticut. His family was pretty wealthy, but he was very humble about it. You would never even know. His father was a blacksmith, and Earl did not want to follow in his father's footsteps. So he dropped out of high school at age 16 and wanted to become a merchant. Earl worked at a store in Boston that sold kitchen supplies and window supplies, and he was a traveling salesman there till his mid-20s. He saved a lot of money working there, and he met Seymour Knox, and they went 50-50 on opening their own business. He invested all of his money just to start his business, and this business was a 5 and 10 cent store. So when Charlton and Knox opened their first store in Fall River on February 22nd, 1890, they were extremely successful. The first day they sold out of all their stuff, and they had to restock everything. When they really started up, Knox did all the financials, and Earl was a manager and did all the personal customer stuff. And they only had one competitor, one big competitor, and it was Frank Woolworth, and he had opened 25-cent stores. Charlton made sure that the inventory that the store had was everything that the customers wanted, and the customers really liked that, and that was why they were so successful. Charlton was also really good at learning from his mistakes, and after 6 years, Charlton and Knox split up on New Year's Day in 1896. Because they had different ideas of running a business. Charlton was more for pleasing customers, and Knox was more for making a lot of money and expanding. When they split up, Charlton was only left with 3 stores, so he really had to expand. So when he was going through expansion ideas, he came up with expanding out west and in Canada, because they didn't have many 5 and 10 cent stores. When the partnership ended, Charlton opened many textile mills. He had a lot of money and was constantly giving to others. By 1911, Charlton had 53 stores, 9 of which were in New England. And in 1912, Charlton paired up with Frank Woolworth and his company, so they didn't have to compete, and later they became even more successful. Charlton even became the vice president at that company. LA and San Francisco were the most profitable stores. So Charlton died on November 30th in 1930 when he was only 67 years old. All the money that Charlton had when he died went straight to his family, but his family is smart and they donated a lot of it to organizations like the YMCA, Boys and Girls Club. They donated it to the hospital, which is now in Fall River, and they built a surgeon section onto that hospital. And they also gave a grant to UMass Dartmouth, which is now UMass Dartmouth, for $3 million. With all of the money that was given to UMass Dartmouth, the school put it towards a business building in memory of him and how great of a businessman he was. And that's why we now have the Charlton School of Business here at UMass Dartmouth. So overall, I really like this book. I would probably rate it like a 7 out of 10. I think it was really helpful for all incoming students. I think they should definitely read it. It shows you what a good business owner is like. The book shows you that it pays off to be generous with your money. And it shows you good methods like make the customers happy. Charlton made them happy by getting them what they wanted and keeping prices low. He changed the prices from like 25 cents on some items, and they fluctuated from 5 cents to 15 cents. And I think that's just good for someone to know. Alright, thanks for watching. I really hope this video was a good review and it helped you learn more about Charlton and how important he is and everything that he's done.